Have you ever opened up about something personal only to immediately regret it? In today's world, we're constantly encouraged to share, to be transparent, vulnerable, and open. But what if, instead of always putting everything out there, we embraced the power of privacy? What if keeping certain things to ourselves could actually lead to a more authentic, peaceful, and successful life? In this video, we'll explore how choosing not to share everything can strengthen your relationships, boost your mental clarity, and help you stay grounded in a noisy, fast-paced world. If you've ever felt uncomfortable with the pressure to overshare, or if you're simply curious about how a little discretion can make a big difference, then this video is for you. You might be surprised by how much peace and power can come from silence and self-restraint. So stick around, because the ideas we're about to dive into might just shift the way you view your conversations, your online presence, and the personal boundaries you set. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs it. Most importantly, watch to the end. You never know which insight might spark a meaningful shift in your life. Secret number 1: past battles, the value of privacy. When it comes to discussing our past struggles, it's essential to recognize that while these experiences have shaped who we are, constantly revisiting or sharing them in detail isn't always helpful. As Marcus Aurelius, the renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This reminds us to focus on our growth in the present rather than being anchored by past hardships. Our battles, whether failures, losses, or painful moments, have undoubtedly built our resilience, deepened our empathy, and taught us valuable lessons. But it's not the stories themselves that empower us, it's the wisdom we gain from them. Seneca wisely noted, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." This Stoic insight frames struggles as a form of training, preparing us for future challenges. Psychologically, excessive reflection on past pain can lead to rumination and block our ability to appreciate the present. Epictetus offered this powerful advice: do not dwell on the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. By doing so, we use our experiences as tools, not chains. Stoicism also teaches restraint in sharing our ambitions. While speaking about our goals can invite support, it can also expose us to doubt, criticism, or even sabotage. Epictetus emphasized self-control. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Holding some plans close protects them from external influence. Marcus Aurelius echoed this when he wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Sometimes, the quiet pursuit of purpose speaks louder than any declaration ever could. Secret number 2: your goals, discretion in ambition. One of the most powerful principles in both Stoic philosophy and modern psychology is the idea that actions speak louder than words. When we pursue our goals quietly and let our achievements unfold naturally, we surprise and inspire others not with promises, but with results. Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist, once said, "You are what you do, not what you say you'll do." This underscores the importance of living our intentions rather than broadcasting them. Publicly announcing our ambitions can create a false sense of accomplishment, a psychological phenomenon known as social reality. Talking about our goals can satisfy our ego prematurely, making us feel as if we've already done the work. Instead, Stoic wisdom and classical philosophy suggest we should focus on the effort itself. Aristotle's distinction between potentiality and actuality teaches us that the true value lies in what something becomes, not just what it claims to be. Our goals deserve the space to mature through action, not just conversation. Happiness, too, is often misunderstood in this context. It doesn't require validation or explanation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts," reminding us that fulfillment is an internal condition shaped by perception, not external approval. Similarly, Epictetus believed that the mind is within our control. What we think and how we respond determine our peace and joy. Keeping our goals private allows us to nurture them free from external pressure, judgment, or distraction. Discretion in ambition isn't secrecy, it's strategy. It protects the integrity of our purpose and reinforces a mindset focused on effort, resilience, and authentic progress. In a world eager for displays and declarations, quiet determination is a form of power. Secret number 3, your happiness, inner joy unveiled. True happiness doesn't need to be declared, it can be felt, lived, and shared in quiet ways. According to Stoic philosopher Epictetus, it's not events themselves but our responses to them that shape our happiness. This empowers us to take control of our emotional state, reminding us that happiness is ultimately an inner decision. Sometimes, a simple smile or a calm, positive presence can uplift others more than any grand display of joy. Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist, echoed this sentiment when he said, "The word happiness would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness." This speaks to the natural ebb and flow of human emotions. Genuine happiness doesn't require performance or perfection. It arises from accepting the full emotional spectrum and embracing moments of peace and gratitude as they come. Aristotle, too, saw happiness, or eudaimonia, as the result of living virtuously and fulfilling one's potential. For him, happiness was not fleeting pleasure or public validation, but a steady state of being true to oneself. This kind of joy doesn't need to be broadcast, it thrives in authenticity and quiet fulfillment. The same principle of privacy applies to our romantic relationships. Stoicism teaches that protecting certain parts of our personal lives can lead to deeper emotional strength and connection. Epictetus advised, "Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it." In relationships, this means living out love privately and sincerely rather than seeking validation or applause. Marcus Aurelius also emphasized the beauty of simplicity and presence. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them. This reflects the idea that the most profound moments in love and happiness often occur in silence, in the shared glances, the quiet support, and the moments no one else sees. Secret number 4, relationship privacy, the sacredness of intimacy. True intimacy thrives in privacy. Carl Jung once said, "The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed." This powerful analogy highlights the deeply personal and transformative nature of relationships. When we expose these connections to constant outside scrutiny or input, we risk diluting their authenticity and undermining their depth. Western philosophers have long recognized the value of discretion in personal matters. Aristotle's concept of phronesis, or practical wisdom, encourages thoughtful decision-making, especially in relationships. Applying phronesis means carefully choosing what to share and what to keep sacred, allowing the relationship to grow free from external noise or influence. Socrates, known for his introspective approach, famously said, "An unexamined life is not worth living." In the context of relationship privacy, this can be interpreted as a call to reflect deeply on why we share what we do. Are we seeking validation, attention, or connection, or simply reacting without intention? Stoic philosophy offers further insight. Epictetus taught that wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This suggests that fulfillment comes from internal richness, not public display. The same principle applies to relationships. Their strength lies in emotional substance, not in how visibly we present them to others. Marcus Aurelius echoed this sentiment: he who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. True contentment and connection begin within, not in external validation or constant exposure. Oversharing can invite opinions, comparisons, and expectations that weaken the bond's authenticity. Even in modern psychology, Carl Jung emphasized the hidden layers of human motivation and connection. Preserving privacy allows us to protect the sacred space where true intimacy grows, quietly, securely, and meaningfully. Secret number 5: financial status, wealth in silence. Financial status is one of the most sensitive aspects of personal identity, and keeping it private can protect not only our relationships but also our peace of mind. Carl Jung once observed, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves." Applied to finances, this means that how people react to our wealth, or lack thereof, can reveal more about their insecurities or values than our own worth. By staying discreet, we avoid unnecessary judgment, envy, or exploitation. Western philosophy has long reflected on the role of wealth in human fulfillment. Aristotle emphasized eudaimonia, a state of flourishing rooted in virtue rather than material gain. For him, true happiness comes not from riches but from living in alignment with one's highest values. This suggests that our financial status should remain a private detail, not a focal point of our identity or social worth. Stoic philosophy further reinforces the wisdom of discretion. Epictetus advised, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen more and talk less." This principle encourages humility, attentiveness, and the importance of safeguarding personal and shared confidences. Financial matters, when kept private, allow us to foster genuine connections free from bias or comparison. Marcus Aurelius echoed this ethic of integrity with his famous line, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Trust, especially in friendships and close relationships, is built not by what we say, but by how we act. By choosing to keep our financial life private, we demonstrate maturity, self-control, and a focus on character over appearance. In a world obsessed with status, real wealth lies in the peace that comes from silence, humility, and grounded self-respect. Secret number 6: trust in friendships, confidential bonds. Trust in friendships isn't built through words, it's proven through actions. Claiming to be trustworthy means little without the consistent demonstration of integrity, especially when it comes to safeguarding a friend's secrets. Respecting someone's privacy is one of the most powerful ways to show loyalty, empathy, and maturity. Carl Jung, the renowned psychiatrist, noted, "The meeting of 2 personalities is like the contact of 2 chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed." This insight reminds us that every interaction, especially those involving trust, can deepen or alter a relationship significantly. In the realm of Western philosophy, Aristotle wrote extensively about friendship in his Nicomachean Ethics. He described true friendship as being rooted in mutual respect and goodwill, built on admiration for each other's moral character. Protecting a friend's confidence is a direct expression of that respect. It demonstrates that we honor their autonomy and value the bond we share. Socrates, through his method of constant ethical inquiry, famously declared, "An unexamined life is not worth living." In the context of friendship, this encourages us to consistently reflect on our actions and ensure that we uphold our values, particularly when entrusted with sensitive matters. Stoic philosophy also provides strong guidance on this subject. Epictetus emphasized self-control, virtue, and resilience as the pillars of ethical living. In friendships, these qualities manifest as the ability to resist gossip, remain loyal, and act with discretion even under pressure. Trust is fragile, and once broken, it's difficult to rebuild. By remaining true to our principles and respecting the sacred space of a friend's confidence, we strengthen not only our relationships but also our own character. In a world full of noise and distraction, protecting trust is an act of quiet strength and enduring virtue. Secret number 7, your values, staying true to yourself. Living a life rooted in personal values is one of the most profound expressions of freedom and authenticity. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." This speaks to the power of holding firm to our beliefs even when the world around us pulls us in different directions. True autonomy doesn't come from reacting to every external demand, it comes from staying centered in our principles. Marcus Aurelius, both emperor and Stoic, reinforced this idea with his timeless advice: waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Integrity is not something we debate, it's something we embody. When we act in alignment with our values, we become examples of virtue and inspire others through quiet strength. From a broader philosophical lens, Aristotle's concept of eudaimonia, human flourishing, emphasizes that fulfillment comes from living virtuously and realizing one's potential. Living by our values is not only morally sound but essential to true happiness. In modern psychology, Carl Jung echoed this sentiment, stating, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." This underscores the importance of authenticity in achieving psychological well-being. Similarly, Socrates' timeless wisdom, "Know thyself," reminds us that self-awareness is the foundation of a meaningful life. As we wrap up this journey into the power of privacy and inner strength, remember, the greatest impact you can make is by living a life true to your core values. In a world full of noise, be the steady lighthouse of your own truth. Conclusion: embracing Stoicism in daily life. If this message resonated with you, explore more insights in the playlist on screen. Stay true, stay strong, and keep growing.